Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, 4th of January, 2023. We're already trucking through 2023. Welcome. We're going to have a great session today. If you want to make money online and you want to run an agency, this video is for you. It doesn't matter if you don't have an experience. It doesn't matter if you're not technically inclined. None of it matters. I'm telling you, by the end of this video today, you're going to go, hey, I could start an agency. I can do this. Believe me. No matter what, you can do this. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there. Turn it from red to gray. And don't forget also to what? Ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified every time I upload a video or if I go live. Man, we're going to have a good session today. And this is so exciting because this is something anybody can do. You could literally make millions of dollars a year running an agency, a digital marketing agency, and you start with no skills. But I want to back up for 1 second before I get into that. What does no skills mean? No skills means you don't know it right now, but everything you know right now, everything, I don't care what it is, at some point you didn't know it, right? At some point you didn't know how to, I don't know, play basketball, or you didn't know how to work a smartphone, or you didn't know how to send an email. Everything you know is something you didn't know at some point. Okay. So don't let this scare you. When there's something new out there, don't go, oh my gosh, I didn't grow up with that. I can't do that. Yes, you did grow up with it. If you are here right now, you grew up with it. It was there. Now you may choose to ignore it. You may choose to ignore knowledge, but it's there. So don't be afraid of this stuff. It's not hard. I'm telling you, this is not hard. And it looks like we got Barks Coffee back. Good to see you. Well, thank you very much. I don't know if it's wisdom or not. It's just stuff I learned. This is all stuff anybody can learn. It's not hard. It's just not difficult. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this stuff. Okay. The first thing we want to talk about is what an agency is. Okay. An agency, basically a digital marketing agency, does the digital marketing for somebody else. Okay. Most people are going to take that attitude. They're going to be like, oh, I can't do this. I'm running my business. I don't have time to do this. I need somebody else to do it. There's a lot of people like that out there. And what's really cool about this, I remember I had trained somebody. I was doing some consulting and I taught them how to do some agency stuff. And they were like, well, I don't know how many businesses are in Jacksonville, Florida here, but I'll see what I can do. I'm like, why are you limited to Jacksonville, Florida? See, we're online. We're not limited by anything. We have the entire world. We have almost 8 billion. I think we do we have 8 billion now? Somebody put that in the chat box if you know. We have 8 billion people in the world. That's enough. Okay. I mean, if you have 100 clients paying you $1,000 a month, that's $100,000. I don't know how much money you need to live, but that's pretty darn good. And anybody listening to this right now can do this. And I know some of you are not watching it live, but feel free to also put comments below. Use the chat box, guys. If you're watching this live, Barks Coffee has already done that. And I want everybody to do that. Okay. Use the chat box, be part of the conversation. I'm telling you, every time I've gotten involved in something, I've learned something new. But if you don't get involved, if you just sit back and kind of hide, you're like, oh, I'm going to get behind my keyboard here. Nobody knows I'm here. You don't want that. You need other people. Okay. The whole point in life is interacting with other people. That's what it's all about. So don't hide back there. I don't want to see you hiding. Okay. I want everybody to put some comments in there. Did you know, now here's an interesting fact, that digital marketing spending is supposed to climb to 375 billion in the end of 2022. Now they don't have all the numbers in yet, but that's pretty darn good. So if you're looking into breaking into a promising field, you're going to want to listen to all of this because this is pretty amazing. I'm going to give you information about digital marketing on how to start and run a digital marketing agency, all in this one little 30-minute video. You're going to probably need some more, information on down the road, but this is going to give you the overview, pretty much everything you're going to need. Now, I want you to listen real close. I want you to take notes. The number one thing now, and I want to step back for a second. In 2009, I wanted to start an online business. And the reason I wanted to start an online business is I wanted to work where I wanted. I wanted to work when I wanted. I wanted to have more time with my kids. I was a single dad. And I told everybody I was going to start an online business, and most people just laughed at me. They did. They were like, well, JR, you can't even type. You don't even know how to send the emails. You don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm like, I'll learn. I'll just learn. And that's what I'm telling you guys too. You can just learn. It's not that hard. I mean, I did it. Okay. We've sold millions and millions of dollars of both digital and physical products. And I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. Okay. I started my business when I was 50 years old. I mean, who even does that stuff? Right. Well, if you want to do it bad enough, you will. Okay. The first thing you're going to want to do is educate yourself. Now, the smartest thing you're doing right now is listening to this video. And I'm not saying this is the best video on YouTube, but I am saying this video is going to give you some of that knowledge you need. You're educating yourself right now. Now, you may think you're entertaining yourself, but I'm not that entertaining. Okay. Basically, I'm going to give you education. Before you begin, it's important to educate yourself. You've got to understand as much as you can about digital marketing agencies. I have a lot of information on my channel you can watch outside of this, but some of the most successful people in the world, I'm telling you, matter of fact, all the successful people in the world, they never stop learning. They always learn more and more and more. That's what I want you guys to do, is to learn more and more and more. That's what this is all about. You can build your digital marketing skills and advance your career with, you can do online courses. I have courses down in the description of this video. There's other resources, there's other videos on my channel, all kinds of ways to do this. So you want to invest your time and yes, money. You're going to have to spend some money too. Okay. But it's worth it, because what you're doing is you're investing. Okay. I mean, we don't think twice about going out to dinner and spending $100, but when somebody says, oh, my course is $100 or it's $50 a month, we're like, oh, I'm not going to spend that. Well, that's going to return back to you. You go out to that dinner and you spend $100, it's gone. It's just gone. Okay. So make sure you're investing in this. Okay. You're going to have to spend a little bit of money, get some education. You'll also want to have a good understanding of the industry in general, what it's all about. There's different concepts. You don't have to do everything in digital marketing. I hired a guy today to work on my WordPress website. And here's the funny thing. I know how to do what I hired him to do. I just don't have time for it. So I hired him to do that. There's different concepts. There's like a pay-per-click. Maybe that's something that interests you. Maybe SEO interests you. Maybe email marketing campaigns interest you. Creating funnels. Maybe that interests you. I know people who just build funnels. That's all they do, is they build funnels. If you don't know what a funnel is, I've got videos on it. Matter of fact, I need to do another video on funnels because it's really interesting stuff. You also want to understand the graphic designs maybe, or content marketing. There's so many areas you can get into. When I hired the guy today to do stuff that I already know how to do, I asked him about if he wanted to do some SEO, and he says, I'm going to leave that to the experts. So he's a digital marketing guy who has an agency, who knows that he can't do everything. He just does the stuff he's good at. So you don't have to do everything. You can pick the thing you're interested in, and I promise you there's enough business. There is definitely enough business. Once that's understood, you're going to move on to the next step. The next step is to find your niche. Okay. There is competition out there. I'm not going to tell you there's not competition, but that's a good thing, because if there's a lot of competition out there, it tells you there's a lot of business, or they wouldn't exist. Okay. I would say to you, you want to specialize in a particular area. To give you an example, maybe you decide you want to build websites for people who do drop shipping. Okay. That's what you want to do. So all you do is you work with people who have drop shipping websites, and that way you can give examples. You can talk drop shipping with them. You're going to know a lot about it. Maybe you help people promote pet products. So you're going to work with all these pet websites. There's tons of pet websites. Maybe it is e-commerce in general, where people sell products online. Maybe you're going to specialize in courses, digital marketing courses. Maybe that's the thing you're going to do, and you'll build courses for other people. There's so many things you can do, guys, but I would say find a niche. Don't just say I'm a digital marketer and I have a digital marketing agency. If you want to expand into other areas or switch to other areas, you can always do that, but you're going to get a lot more business if people know that you specialize. I can promise you. So you want to find your niche, stick to your niche, go out there and find the competition that's in that niche, see what they're doing, see what they're charging, see what their website looks like. Here's the cool thing about starting online business. Everybody puts all their information online. So all your competitors has all their information there, and you can, I don't want to say steal it, but you can find all that information and use it to your advantage. So it's not like the olden days where somebody had a business and you didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. Online businesses, you can see everything that's going on because they put everything online. They tell you everything. Okay. So it's there. Find your niche. Next one, and I was kind of, talking about this a little bit, but basically you want to do your competitor research. When you start a business, okay, you want to know how you're going to rank against the competitors. And the only way you're going to do that is to figure out what they're doing right and figure out what they're doing wrong. It's so funny. My wife loves Chick-fil-A. She goes Chick-fil-A almost every single day, loves the place. But when you go into Chick-fil-A, you look at it and you like, they figured this thing out. I was in Taco Bell the other day and they didn't have enough employees and I had to wait over a half hour to get a burrito, a half hour. And then they lost the order. They were like, oh, we didn't start your order yet. There were 3 other customers in there, of which one group of customers, there's about 8 or 10 of them just walked out. They left. They're like, I'm not going to sit here and do this. This is ridiculous. When you go into Chick-fil-A, they're organized. They have plenty of employees. Why do they have plenty of employees? They probably pay more. There's no big secret to this. Now you say, well, maybe that Taco Bell can't afford to pay more. Well, they lost business. They had business leave. And I'm figuring out of those 8 people, if they had spent, $10 a piece, I don't know, maybe that's high for Taco Bell, but that's $80 they lost right there. If they just paid $5 more an hour, they would have kept that group of people. Okay, so they could hire more people. When I go into Chick-fil-A, I see them with clean wipes wiping down the tables. I go into other restaurants, they got the same dirty rag they wipe every single table with. They're not wiping, they're smearing. They're just smearing food around is all they're doing. In Chick-fil-A, I watched them take out the trash can the other day. Now, how could you be innovative with a trash can? I mean, really, it's a trash can. How can you be innovative? Chick-fil-A has figured it out. Here's what they do. The person slid the trash can out and there's a set of wheels on one side. They could tilt it and roll it away. They didn't have to pick it up. Chick-fil-A thinks of everything. Okay. So go out there and find the top competitors, figure out what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and why people aren't copying Chick-fil-A and fast food. I have no idea. I mean, they've got it figured out. They have good food. It's hot. It's fresh. They have pleasant employees and they don't even work 7 days a week. Okay. So do your competitor analysis. You're going to want to use maybe some of the same keywords your businesses would use online. Narrow down your competition to about 10 or 15 competitors. Okay. Once you've discovered your competition, check out how they're monetizing, how they're obtaining their money. Okay. This is very important. We're not doing this as a hobby. We're doing this as a business and you need to figure that out. And guys, use that chat box there. Interact. Okay. I want to hear you. I really want to hear you. So interact there. Use that chat box. Then you can learn what their methods are, okay, and what's successful for them. Some examples of monetization methods are donations. Okay, you can do donations, you can do commissions, you can do coaching. Maybe they sell digital products, maybe they sell physical products, lead generation, affiliate sales, advertising. Identify at least one method per competitor to figure out what they're doing and how they're doing it. Let me get a sip of my water here real quick. You get a little dry when you talk for 30 minutes straight. Next thing you want to do is identify at least one method per competitor. And once you've figured out how they monetize, you can then determine their content marketing strategy. How are they marketing that content? Take a look at their blog post. Okay. Are they blogging? Are they doing videos? What exactly are they doing? You can see me doing videos. Okay. I have courses on how to make money online and I do a lot of videos. That's how I market. Okay. Is through videos. I don't sell you anything on these videos, but if you watch the video and you learn something, you're like, hey, maybe he's got something else that's going to help me out. Maybe he's got something that I can learn from. Now, let me get over to my other screen here real quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing any of your comments there. Oh my gosh, I am. It's okay. I'll get those back up. Keep putting your comments in there and I'll put them back up on the screen in just 1 second, guys. Next thing you want to do is you want to have a website. A lot of people will say, I want to market online. I want to sell online, but do I need a website? Yes, you need a website. Do you have to learn how to make a website? No, there's so many templates now. You can do a simple website. You can make it more advanced later on. I recommend starting off with a platform that you can expand from, starting off with something like WordPress. Okay. WordPress is really, really good. There's a lot of templates. There's a lot of people that know how to work on it. It's simple to find people to help you. When I talk to people who want to do drop shipping, I always tell them to go over to Shopify because it's set up for that. But you do want a website. Okay. They can't get much information about you and they're not going to think you're much of a digital marketer if you don't even have a website yourself. Okay. Think about that. You got to have a website, and you got to have a place to keep your content. And your competitors, okay, they're going to want to look, and you're going to want to look. You got to have a place for that. You also need to decide how you're going to find clients for your business, and then you need a domain name and hosting service. Okay, it's not that hard though. Don't say, "Oh my gosh, this sounds difficult." It's not. It's not hard at all. Then what you're going to want to do is start working on your portfolio. When you're starting a digital marketing agency, to get reviews and your name out there, you want to offer what? Free services. That's right. Do some free stuff. When you gain trust from your customers, you'll then attract potential customers. Now, I see a lot of people who come to me and they go, JR, I want to make money on Upwork, or I want to make money on Fiverr, but nobody's hiring me. Nobody is, I post all my stuff, but nobody comes to me and hires me. Well, that's because you don't have any reviews. That's because you haven't done any jobs. So here's what you do is you go out there and you find jobs that are available. Now you can do this with your digital marketing agency. Go to Upwork, go to Fiverr, go to freelancer.com, find some jobs. Maybe you find a job there and they want to pay $200. Contact that person and say, I'll tell you what, I'll do that job for $100. I'll do it for half of what you're spending. I just want to get some good reviews because I'm trying to build my portfolio. Be totally honest about it. And when you do a good job for them and you get a good review, you're going to get another one and another one, another one. And yeah, you got to work for less money in the beginning. But right now you have no money. So any money is better than no money, right? And you can also offer free services in exchange for some reviews, in exchange for some testimonials. A good portfolio, if you're building your portfolio, you want to have some in-depth case studies. Okay, that works. Headlines or snippets. Client testimonials are really good, guys. Your upcoming goals for that client. All those things are really good. You're going to want to show your audience that you can deliver results, and you will continue to do so. Make sure your portfolio is ethical and honest, not stretching the truth. I've seen people actually hire actors to say they are, a client or something like that. Don't do that. Okay. It's not, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to build your company on dishonesty. You want to build it on honesty, and you want to build it on real testimonials. Okay. So that's the next step you got to do. Let's get on to the next one here. And that would be to set up your business model. And here's what I mean by that. There's a lot of different ways you can bill your client. Okay. And how you do it is up to you. I do some sponsored videos. Matter of fact, I contacted by a couple people today. My sponsored videos, I have a fee I charge, and it's anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 right now. Not a lot of money. But I always say, you're going to pay me 50% up front. And when I deliver it to you, the other 50%. That's my business model. Now you got to decide how you're going to be paid. Is it going to be PayPal? Is it going to be Venmo? Is it going to be, I don't know. There's so many apps out there. I wouldn't even get into all of them. There's a bunch of apps out there. The choice is up to you. Or are you going to charge by the hour? Are you going to say, okay, this is a 10-hour job. I'm going to require 5 hours paid up front and then other 5 when I finish the job. It's an hourly job. What is it that you're going to charge? Maybe you charge a flat rate. I think it's a good idea when you're doing digital marketing to have some packages set up and say, for this package here, I'm going to do your SEO and I'll put up 3 blogs and a video, and I'll do that, twice a month, and I'm going to charge you $2,500. Whatever it is, have a package. That way they can look at it. Because here's the problem. If you don't have some packages, understand that your clients are people who don't know how to do this for the most part. Okay. They're rarely somebody like me that knows how to do it. I just don't have time to do it. So if they don't know how to do it, they're not going to know what to ask you to do. Think about that. If they don't know how to do it, how are they going to ask you to do it for them? They can't. So if you have some pricing models, if you have some packages that you can show them and you can say, this package, you're going to get this, then of course it makes more sense. The other thing you can do is, let's say if you decide that your digital marketing skills are good in advertising and you want to run ads for people, you could charge a percent of the spending. Okay. So I know like people who do say Facebook ads or, YouTube ads or Google ads, whatever you want to call them, will charge you maybe $200 or $300 a month or $500 a month plus 10% of your ad spend. That way, when you're doing more and more work for them, you're getting paid more and more. If they spend $2,000 a month, you get an extra $200 if you're charging 10%. Some people charge 20%. But the point is, depending on what you're doing, like doing ads, you don't want to say, I'm going to charge $500 a month flat or $1,000 a month flat. And in the beginning, they're spending $1,000, and all of a sudden they're spending $100,000 a month, and you're still doing all that work, and you're not getting a percentage of it. So you want to make sure you set it up in the beginning to where it makes sense for you. There's all kinds of different ways of charging people. And like I say, go right back to the competition. Say, what is my competition doing? How are they charging people? What are they charging people? What is their business model? And you can start, by doing what they do. The next thing you're going to have to do, and I hate doing this, I have it, but I don't like it. You got to have a social media presence. It's just necessary nowadays. When you're starting a digital marketing agency, you've got to be on social media. It's something you got to do. Now, keep in mind, it's free to create an account on social media. Okay. So why not take advantage of that? Why not do that? Why not get the advantage of all this social media out there and you don't have to pay for it? I'm doing a video right now on YouTube. Right now I'm doing a video. And what do they charge me on YouTube? They don't charge me anything. As a matter of fact, when this video plays and more people watch it, they run ads on it and I get paid. So that's a pretty good deal. Think about that, guys. You want to have a platform, and I'll tell you right now, I don't care what your business is. I don't care what you're doing. You should have a YouTube channel. You should have a YouTube channel that people can go to and see what you do, see what knowledge you have, see what you've been working on. And, let's say you're doing website building. You could have a channel that's how to build WordPress websites. And every time you get a client, you could start recording what you're doing on that and make a video out of it. You could have an on-screen recording. People will come there and look at that and go, gosh, this person's pretty good about building websites. I think I want to have them build me a website. So you could get business off it too. Not to mention that you're building this audience. You could get monetized and you could get paid on ads. You can also post below your videos on YouTube, any of your courses, any of your downloads. You can have downloads to build your list. You could post in there your fees and what you charge and how to get in touch with you. It's free. It's free. Okay. You don't even have to pay for it. So that's a great way to do it. It's a great way to get potential customers. And then you can actually turn your business global, right? You could do work for people all around the world. Digital marketing works everywhere. Okay. The next thing you're going to need to do is generate leads. Okay. That's the first thing people tell me is they're like, well, how do I get leads? Now, I alluded to this a few minutes ago when I said, hey, offer to do some free work for people, offer to do some work that is discounted for people and in lieu of getting, your own business. And then they can give you reviews. They can give you referrals. But there's several ways to do it. Okay. So don't get discouraged in the beginning. Don't say, well, I don't have any customers. None of us have any customers when we started. When I started, I had no customers. Okay. I had 0 customers. I've had thousands and thousands and thousands of customers now. And it's only because I just kept going. And that's what you got to do is just keep going. Before generating leads, though, you're going to want to have your target audience in mind. Who do you want to work with? Where do you want to work with them? How long do you want to work with them? Do you want to have long-term clients? Do you want to do one-off jobs? What do you want to do? And then you want to focus on those clients. Okay. A couple of minutes ago, I said, pick a niche. And if you're working on websites, and you say, well, I want to work on pet websites, so that could be a rescue website. It could be pet supply websites. It could be whatever. Target those people, target the people. And you may say, well, most of them already have a website. Yeah, but does it need to be redone? Are there improvements you could do on their website? Could you offer them a package where you could maintain that website? What could you do? Okay. Don't think about what you can't do. Always think about what you can do. Once you have a target customer, one method you can use for lead generation is what? A YouTube channel. I just said it, right? A YouTube channel. Very simple to do. Make sure to regularly, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, a couple of things you do have to do is you got to publish videos on a regular basis. If you don't do that, YouTube algorithm will not work for you. Some publishing ideas are case studies. You could do like marketing topics that are hot right now, how-tos. You could do reviews from clients, all kinds of things. I have a friend who sells online businesses and he started a YouTube channel and he educates people on how to buy businesses and how to sell businesses online. That's what his YouTube channel is. Worked out really well for him. Are you noticing some articles on your blog platform that perform better than others? Well, take a look at the titles. Do an A/B test on something like that. I go back every now and then and I look at some of the videos I've done to see who got or which one's got the most views. And it's really interesting to see what it is. Is it the title? Is it the subject matter? So what I'll do is I'll do some similar ones. And that's what I would suggest you do. Do similar ones. Another method is to do affiliate marketing. When you partner with affiliates, you can then expand your network and find potential prospects. So you could say to, some of these affiliate marketers, you could say, hey, I got this business and I build websites for, pet websites. And I'll give you, 40% commission or 30% commission, whatever you want to give if you bring me clients. So they make out, you make out because you get a client. And you said, well, I don't want to give up part of my commission. You have to in the beginning. That's how it works. Okay. You got to do that in the beginning. You could also do emails. I highly recommend you using Kartra. If you have any kind of digital marketing business, you need Kartra. I will have a link in the description at the end of this video. Go down there, watch the video of Kartra. It's Kartra. Don't do it without my link though, because I'm an affiliate. And plus the fact that you can actually get a trial for, I think, $1 or it's free for 14 days, I think. So you want to check that out, save you some money. Properly research companies before reaching out to them. Okay. Be careful who you work with, because once you associate with somebody, it could be a bad association. So be careful. Craft an email that speaks to their needs. This is great when you're first starting out and your budget is limited. I know I did that when I first started selling my food products. I wanted to have other people sell it on their sites. And the reason I wanted to do that is because my site was getting zero traffic, no traffic whatsoever. Okay. And it would take time for my site to get traffic. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to these other sites, these survival sites, these camping sites and all that. And that way I can actually get my products on another site and I can just pay them a commission. Okay. And that's what I did. Now, if you Google Survivalcave food, let me put this in here. Google Survivalcave food. Okay. If you Google that right now, you're going to see millions of hits for those products. And it's because every day I called, I emailed, I filled out contact forms of all these other websites I found out there that could be a potential client for me, could be an affiliate for me. And I had so many no's. Guys, I probably made 200 contacts a day for months and months and months, 200 contacts a day. So I literally contacted thousands of websites, and most of them told me no. Most of them told me no because they never heard of me. But once I got a few websites, once I had a few websites, I could say, hey, refer to this website. They sell our product. Refer to this website. They sell our product. And when I got bigger and bigger and bigger websites, guess what? We sold more and more and more products. So I would highly recommend you doing that. I would highly recommend you reaching out to people that could actually sell your products for you in the beginning. That helps a lot. Now, I've given you a lot of ways to get business. You've got no excuses, okay? All you got to do is educate yourself a little bit. I told you about doing videos. I told you about reaching out to competitors. I told you about doing emails. I told you about doing YouTube videos. There's so many things you can do. And some of you will look at this and go, I don't even know where to start. There's so much I don't know where to start. Start anywhere. Just start. This is the biggest problem most people have, is they don't just get started. Once you get started, you'll get involved. Once you get involved, you'll want to do more. Once you do more, you're going to learn more. You're going to find out more. This is how this thing grows. I'm going on a cruise at the end of this month. I leave on the 26th, I believe. And on that cruise, I'm going to be there with 400 digital marketers. Now, I've been doing digital marketing for 12, going on 13 years. I don't need to go on that cruise, but I want to, because I know for a fact I'm going to meet somebody there and I'm going to learn something from them. I know for a fact I'm going to meet somebody there that I can help out. That's pretty exciting too, right? I can help somebody out. And the more people I help out, the more comes back to me. And that's how you've got to think about this too. You want to help more people. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this training today. If you did, do me a favor, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a video. And the crazy thing, listen to this, crazy thing, lean in a little bit. The crazy thing is that if you hit that thumbs up, it helps almost more than anything else. So do that. Hit that thumbs up there. All you got to do is click it. You see it? See that thumb there? I want to click it, right? Can I click my own thumb? I don't know if I can or not. Oh, I can. I just clicked my own thumb. Make sure you click that thumbs up. I know some of you are not watching this live. Matter of fact, the majority of you, probably 98, 99% don't watch this live because of timing. I do this at 10 o'clock in the morning in the middle of a workday. Most people can't come to this. That's okay. You can still use that comment section. You can still ask me questions. You can still send me messages, and you can bet I will respond. I check this morning, I check every day, and I look for those comments. I can't always get to everyone every day. You understand that. There's over 1,300 videos on this channel, but I do respond to them all at some point or another. Matter of fact, I had missed some in the very beginning of years ago, and I went back years later and commented on them. I don't know what happened to some of those people. Some of them disappeared, I guess. I don't know. But please put some comments in there. Love when you guys do that. Love helping you out. If you have any questions, put it below. If you just want to say hi, that's cool too. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys on Friday at 10 a.m. Friday, 10 a.m. If you're not on my email list, go to jrfisher.com. Click on anything, download anything, you'll get on my list, and then I can let you know when I go live. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you on the next video.